Hello, this is Dr. Brian, and welcome to Module 2. Now, Module 2 is going to be pretty straightforward. We have two topics to cover this week. The first topic is going to be time management, and that's what we'll talk about today. The second topic will come out about Wednesday or Thursday, and that's going to be on goal setting. And during that session, you'll have work to do before Monday. So, just a little housekeeping before we get anything done. I am going to, and I'm recording this Sunday, so you're going to see it Monday. I'm going in on Monday and I'm going to grade everything that you all have done. I'm going to post grades. So by the time you see this, hopefully all your grades for the week are done. So that's that part. Now, what we're going to talk about here first is time management. And usually the research for freshmen, success or failure, comes down to time management. So what am I talking about? They get into their freshman year of college. They might walk into a classroom and they sit down, and their classmates sit down, and it's in the first class, but maybe three or four classes into it, and then people start turning in assignments. They start freaking, oh, what's going on? Why didn't? And the reality is, they forgot. They forgot to do what they needed to do. They were capable of doing the assignment. The assignment wasn't difficult. They just didn't do it. And now they get a bad grade because it's not done. It's not turned in on time. And the professors are, hey, you got to do what you got to do when you got to do it. And, when I tell you this, I'm a high school teacher. I've been there for 20 years. I'm going to call kids. I'm going to call parents. Hey, please turn this in. I'm missing this assignment. We only have a week or two left before the grading period ends. I'm going to dog them, to be honest with you, because I want them to get the stuff done so they can pass and move on to the next level. I don't call it college kids. I might send an email out here and there, but I'm not dogging you because there's no need for me to do it. It's your responsibility to do it. So success or failure with time management is a big thing, and there's a lot of research out there that says kids who don't make it out of their freshman year, the reason being is time management. So time management becomes a very big, very important skill. So I'm going to sit here and talk a little bit about time management, and then we're going to go forward from there. And I'll tell you what your assignment is for this week. So, number one, set up a weekly plan. I'm going to suggest that you either on Saturday or Sunday sit down for about half an hour and look what you have to do that week and the week forward from there. What tests are coming up? What quizzes? What projects? Are there reading assignments? Is there a big day coming up that you have 5 or 6 things to do? Can I get a few of these things done beforehand? Also, look at how to create study time for yourself during that week. Now, SDV 100, you're not studying a lot for. You might take a few minutes here and there to do the assignments, but you're not spending hours doing this. But if you're in a physics class or a chemistry class or a math class, you're probably going to need an hour or two to just work on that material to get the homework done. If we're sitting in a physics class, you're not going to get a lot of homework assignments. You don't need to, because the professor knows you either did the homework or you didn't. They're not going to grade it. They don't need to grade it. They'll look at the test. You passed. You did the homework. You didn't pass. Yeah, you didn't do the homework. Another thing with time management, try to set time up half hour after each class. When you do this, you're telling your brain that this information is important. If the professor's talked about it for 50 minutes, then half an hour later you come back and you review all that material. That's twice in a 24-hour period that you've dealt with it. If you keep going back to this material 2 and 3 times, you'll start locking it in. You'll move it from short-term to long-term memory, and that's a big deal. That short-term to long-term switch needs to happen in that first 24 hours. If you don't, then it's going to be a harder switch for you later on. And I'll give you 2 examples of this in real life. If you ever went to the grocery store, you're walking around, you see somebody you should know their name of, and you've totally forgotten it. Hey, you, how you doing? You're a great guy. I love you. Hey, have a good day. You've been awesome. 20 minutes later, you're driving home, and it's like Bob. You're like, I forgot Bob's name, because remembering Bob's name wasn't important. So you never shifted it from short term to long term. But here's another version, and this is like where long term takes over. Have you ever driven home, totally forgotten how you got there? Your just mind took over and got you there. That's again the same principle. You're not thinking about it, you're just going and doing it. And that's when long term is very powerful. So, some other things that you can do with time management is know when time works best for you. If it's 3 o'clock in the morning and that's your good time to work, then take an online class. Don't take a 12 o'clock in the afternoon class if you know you can't make it or you're going to be tired or asleep. Set your schedule up to what it's going to be in your life. Figure in sleep. Figure in when you eat. Figure in when you work. Figure in dealing with family commitments and all that other stuff. Look at your study sessions. How long is it going to be? You going to study for an hour? You going to study for 20 minutes? Or you're going to be, hey, I've got flashcards and I'm just going to run through these flashcards. Or I'm just going to do this assignment. Also look at these big difficult periods throughout your semester. And what I'm talking about is, like week 8, you're going to have midterms. Uh, Week 14, week 15, you're probably going to have a final exam. You're probably going to have some dedicated tests. Know when these times are coming up. If you're only taking one class, you don't have to worry about it. But if you're taking a full load, 12 credits or more, you're going to have to look because assignments will become due on the same day, and you're going to have to get stuff done earlier ahead of time in one class so you can focus on the other. Utilize 9 to 5 if that works for you. And some people don't work in the 9 to 5 anymore. I don't work in 9 to 5. I'm like an 8 to 3:30 person. My wife works 7 to 3. So you're gonna have to figure out what your schedule is. Schedule and free time. Scheduling time to spend with your significant other. Have a discourse with them. This is important to me. I'm taking these classes. I'm going to set some time up for over here for us. If you don't discuss it, you might not have the significant other for a long time. Do work early as possible. Do work in stages. And I'll tell you this again, and this is a brain trick for you. If a professor assigns something to you today, work on it today. It doesn't have to get completed today, but do something on it. Because if you put it off, you're telling your brain it's not that important, and you can keep putting it off and keep putting it off. But if you tell your brain, hey, it's important, and I'm going to focus on it, and you do something, the next day your brain's like, hey, we worked on that yesterday. Let's start working on this today, and you can move forward. Uh, Sitting there looking at my notes, trying to figure out what to tell you. All right, so the antithesis of time management is procrastination. One thing I want you to figure out is know why you procrastinate and know how you procrastinate. And ladies, you got things like Instagram and Snapchat and things like that. Guys, you got YouTube and games, and there's more things, television, movies. You can procrastinate about anything and everything. Know what you're doing. Know when your procrastination is taking over your life and you're not getting things done. But also know how to use that procrastination method as your carrot. So what am I talking about? So you got an assignment. It might be a difficult assignment, but it's something that you know you can do. But you realize that you want to do something else. Play Fortnite. I got you. Get the assignment done first. Then go play the Fortnite. Not the other way around. You don't want time to run out. But don't fear projects either. And you'll find sometimes that that's a problem with procrastination. Don't know if you can do it. Don't know if you can. You can't. One of the things I'll see with the K-12 kids is they know they can do it. They just don't want anybody else knowing. They're smart and they try to hold back and they refrain from being the best student possible. You're at college. You are supposed to be the best student possible. So, computer's beeping on us. So, what do we have to do this week on this time management thing? What I need you to do is get a calendar. Now, like I said, I prefer you to do this tactile, which means handwritten. But if you want to do it on your idiot phone, you can do it on your idiot phone. I don't care. But you're going to have to be able to take a screenshot of it and upload it into Blackboard, into the discussion board. And I will say on the link, it'll say discussion board, time management calendar. Now, I only want you to take one picture, and that is going to be of the month of September. And What I want you to do is pick a class that's not SDV 100. So go find one of your other classes. Now, if you're only taking SDV 100, then take that class, pick it up. But handwrite in when all your tests are. Handwrite in when all your papers are. Write in projects, quizzes, anything that the professor's already told you that is due on a certain date. And then write that out on the month of September, and hopefully you'll have a few things. But also write in some big things. I know for me, the September 4th, we're going to a Nationals game. So I'm going to see a baseball game. The following Monday, and I'm a coach for Little League. Little League's fall season starts. So I know there are days that I'm going to be doing some things that are outside of school. You're going to be doing these things as well. So pop the things in there that are important. You got a birth date in that month? Put it on that calendar because you're going to want to spend time doing it. Don't kid yourself or confuse yourself that, hey, it might be an important day, but I'm just going to study this day. No, you're not. You're going to spend time with your friends, and that's okay. Just get all your other stuff done first. So that's time management. I'm going to link a video down here as well. Not this video, obviously, but another video about time management. Watch it. It's just, I think it's shorter than this video is. It will talk about time management. Like before, if you have any questions, shoot me an email and I'll help you as best I can. I know the first video didn't work as well, but I think IT and I have figured it out and we're going forward. I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you in the goal setting module.